it's the same thing. We should do that with ourselves, giving ourselves a skill to be able to protect ourselves. So for when I meet women who are like, I would love to do that, but I am too scared, or but you get your nails done, or I can't afford it. You get your nails done, you get your highlights done, you pay for this, you get this, all this. But when it comes to protecting yourself, what are you gonna do? And that the answer is always, I don't know. And it should be equally as important as having an alarm on your car, having an alarm on your house. Have the same thing for yourself. Have self-defense knowledge.
You know, when you were teaching her twister side control, and I was sitting there going, oh my God, and how to choke from there or something one day.
Yeah.
Then like a week later, you put a video up of them sweeping from the mount, and I was like, that's so important for a woman. That is so important for a woman to get thrown down, acknowledge what position she's in,
and know that she can get out.
Keep her cool, grab his sleeves, put her feet on his hips, and know that she's got this guy. His momentum and his weight, if she could keep her cool. And that's what it is that I want my daughter to have, her cool.
Yeah.
My wife don't have her cool. My wife freaks the fuck out. I want my mother, she had her cool.
I've got cool.
Yeah, you have to learn how to react. And that's what's made me stay with jiu-jitsu. I walked in jiu-jitsu 336 pounds.
Wow.
And I did my first hip escape. And I thought it was the end of the world. I thought it was the ending of my world.
How old were you when you started?
50. I'm 55 years old. The first time.
How long have you and Eddie been friends?
Since 2099.
In all those years, you never were like, I'm going to take a class from my friend.
I thought it was the most disgusting thing. I don't ever want to touch
What?
I don't ever want to touch a man's foot. I don't ever want your face. When I see you preparing for an arm bar from the mount, if I smell your asshole, we're going to have a problem afterward.
Okay.
All those things, fungusy feet, all that shit, I did not want to be involved. I joined Muay Thai of America down in the corner here.
Okay.
And then I realized that it was too many people were watching UFC. I would get people in there. I thought they were fighters. They were fire guys kicking me the strength of 10 fucking, you know. This is just light sparring here. What's going on with you?
What are you trying to do right now?
And one day I saw this jiu-jitsu school, and I was just sick. And I saw Joe Lozon, a UFC fighter. He had a strategy in all his fights. He'd take a punch, fake it, but on the way down, grab an underhook, take you down, get you in close guard, and after that, it was night-night Irene. When you went to pick up the other hand and you based, you were done. And I thought that was the most brilliant thing I had ever seen. Right there, I knew what jiu-jitsu was. I knew it was invented for a little guy against a big guy. So what's a little guy against a big guy equate to? A woman against a 180-pound man, which is the average weight of a man. That's what jiu-jitsu really benefits from jiu-jitsu. If a woman can breathe and keep her cool while a guy's trying to take his belt buckle off and take his dick out, and while he turns, she breaks his fucking elbow.
Or chokes his ass out.
Just chokes his ass out. It's night-night. She had, the three things, if I was a woman, that I would work on was a arm bar, to the fucking triangle, to the fucking the fucking closed guard, with a jacket. Just reach and put, because that's the composure. Of this guy's taking his belt off. He's about to take his dick out.
You have a couple seconds to
You wrap that hand, take that lead jacket, put it around, and now he ain't getting up. He might have his dick out, but it's fucking, because a jacket is a gi. That's why I don't like when people say, well, I don't try, I'm like, no gi. Listen, I love no gi because it's a shirt. I can do the same fucking damage. I love when I walk into a place and I see somebody with a sweatshirt, I know if I have a problem, I got half my game. I got half my game down. I pull on the sleeves, lay on my back, and I can wrap them up. That's all I want. I don't want to break nobody's bone. I just
want to control a situation.
I want to be able to control the situation. Like right now, I'm really considering competing in the next year.
You should.
Because it's going to be like comedy. Even though you get beat up, you still rise to the next level.
Absolutely.
With comedy, the more you get beat up, when somebody calls you and you're at the wrong venue and you go out there and you die a slow death and you go back to
makes
your
you
room.
so much better.
Yeah, and that thought of suicide comes over you for 2 seconds, and then you're like, I'm fine. I'm just going to eat a cheeseburger, and I'll be on stage tomorrow.
That's my experience.
You've grown. You've grown. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game. So the next day you show up tip-top Magoo, and even in losing, you've grown. You've eliminated that fear, and now you know how to tackle it. Right. Because it was fear who beat you.
Yes.
It was fear who beat you. Fear always beats you.
In there.
Yeah. You know, I was watching Creed on the plane on the way back. And he puts him in front of the mirror and he goes, in life, I want you to always remember that that guy is your biggest enemy. And that is so true in so many levels. You stop yourself from either growing. You stop it. That guy in the mirror. When I used to do coke, I wouldn't look at myself in the mirror.
Dang.
When I did coke, I only looked at myself in the mirror when I combed my hair. If I was high, I would not look at myself in the mirror. I would not want to see myself. Yeah. No. It's kind of weird.
It makes sense. It's shame. It's like it's shame.
I really, really, really appreciate you, what you do. I hate to say that I appreciate you as a woman, I do, but you've given a whole new meanings to balls in women. I like what you're doing with those young girls. I like what you're doing with my daughter.
Thank you.
You know, and I love what you're doing with yourself, man.
Thanks.
You never fucking...
No complaints.
It's always...
People ask me how I am. No complaints. I'm good.
It goes to prove to you that when you wake up in the morning, you put a smile on. I tell people, like when you attack somebody, like the other day I posted something in the morning at 7 in the morning, and somebody attacked me. And for 2 minutes I had to think about it. That's how his day started.
Right.
What's he going to be like at 3 o'clock?
Horrible.
That's why when I fucking, as I'm pissing, Keta, when my fat feet hit the thing, and I look and my wife's already in the living room, and I hear Mercy on the fucking speaker, moving toys, and as I'm pissing, I'm looking out the window, and you see that first bright of sunshine, and I'm like, how fucking lucky am I, man? And then you get on the computer, and you go, I don't care how many times I put it on there. It's a beautiful fucking day to be alive, because I'm hoping that somebody is looking for a shoe. It's Monday at 7:45, and they can't find that fucking shoe. Right. And they think their world is over. Right. And I want them to stop and go, wait a second. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Yeah. I'm working. Who gives a fuck if my shoe is lost? You know what? I'm working like a Hindu today. I'm putting slippers on. I'm going in there. In fact, I'm not putting socks on, and I'm not going to put no cream on my feet.
I never heard Hindu. I've heard Jamaican.
Jamaican, whatever.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.